recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know you taste this a little bit. High maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice.
Hey, it's your girl Candy, and I am here with my crew to talk about Problem Child 2. This is Twisted Tuesdays Kids Edition. Um, I have Monique 69 Ways Johnson with me, Torian Rain Reloaded, and Kay Bly from Life of Horror. And we're going to discuss Problem Child 2. We talked about Problem Child 1 last Tuesday, and it was requested that we talk about it today. And I wasn't even thinking about doing it. I was going to do something else. But I'm glad the people did because I forgot how diabolical Trixie was and how Junior turned up with his antics. And I was like, you know what? I'm so delighted that I watched this again because I enjoyed number two better than I did one. Not because of Trixie, but because Junior's antics, he was turned up a little bit. K Bly, what are your thoughts on Problem Child 2 versus the first one? You muted, baby. You muted, K.
Communicate.
Can she hear you?
Okay,
Going out. Go ahead, Mo. What are your thoughts?
I'll go.
We'll go.
I definitely like Problem Child 2 better than the first one. I'm not gonna lie. You got the Trixie. I mean, it's like an added chaos, a child of chaos. So it's like it's pretty good. Then I like how what's the name is going through all his dates with the neighbors. I'm like, and why do they got his ex wife from the first movie as the nurse, school nurse? I'm like, y'all, that's what
Hmm.
what made me chuckle about Problem Child too. I'm like, y'all play too much.
I got a question about that, but we're gonna get to it. And what about you, Torian?
I really did enjoy Problem Child 2. I remember watching both of them when I was a kid, like when I was really young, and just laughing hysterically. Like this movie was like it's like they really ramped it up this time around. They added in an additional, I guess you could say, problem child, but not only because she was a problem child to others, but she became a problem for Junior. So it's almost like
That part.
they bumped heads with each other, but they also eventually came together to deal with a common enemy, and that was just a recipe for disaster. But this movie is just another one of those movies that are classics that doesn't get talked about enough.
Hmm. And
Yeah.
I totally agree. So is K back? Okay. So we have Junior coming back. Of course, he's still Junior. We have Ben Healy. We have Nurse Annie, played by Amy Yazbek, which, like Mo said, she was the wife at one point, and now she is the nurse. So my question, guys, when she was on the back of that truck with them hogs and pigs, do y'all think she might have had some kind of mental happening or
Well, yeah, you are
something?
you putting a tinfoil cap on tonight?
If she because
Word. That's what I'm looking like. Wait a minute. Say what?
how, but she looks totally different. The hair color is different. She added glasses because I had to go back and look. I'm like, they said that was the same lady last week. I'm like,
Now this
okay,
was someone complete. This she was it was the same actress, but she was playing two different characters because that would make no sense.
she had a
Because remember,
child,
Right.
because exactly because remember in the first one, when she's playing Flo, her and Ben don't have kids. They were
right?
struggling to have kids. So how did she go from that to having a whole daughter?
Mhm.
So did she birth this child or did she adopt this child? Did she adopt the
This is
problem?
I think no, I think this was her biological
You
daughter.
think
That
so?
part.
Okay, it could be. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm like, how they? Why? I've never seen that before in a show or a movie. Not well, a movie where they have the same
You
exact
think this the
character.
same person, Candy?
But I mean, you have the same person playing two different characters. And I mean, in two different movies. It just, I mean, okay, all right. I'm
Right.
reaching. Okay, I'm
It's not the
reaching. I'm
same.
reaching.
That she not the same.
You
Yeah,
stretching.
yeah. You was
Okay, I
reaching.
didn't
Yeah,
start
you was
stretching.
reaching so tough.
All right.
You wasn't scratch
Okay.
that itch. So that's how far.
Okay, okay, okay. Hey, Shayna, thank you for coming through. Hola. She's always late. Thank you. Thank you for coming through. And you're not late today. You are on time. Uh,
And you have to remember, again, this is like right after the whole thing. So they left town
they
Yeah.
did, but
with
I'm
the
trying to figure
divorce and
out like what happened. You good, Kay? You muted. Okay.
Okay, you'll be good.
Okay. All right. What are
all
your thoughts
right.
on Problem Child 2 versus the first one? And tell me what are your thoughts on Flo and Nurse Annie?
Ben was getting on my nerves because all he was worried about was trying to get him a woman. He seen that whole line of hoes and was just like, I need one of those. Ben was doing way too much. He really was not paying no attention to Junior. Uh the the nurse, it's funny because she was when she said she had a problem, Trixie was a problem. But I love
Yeah.
Trixie. And little Miss Thing, Miss I could not stand that lady. I that she
Oh,
always
you
got
talking
on
about
my
Lawanda?
nerves.
You talking
Yeah.
about
Yes.
Lawanda?
Lawanda.
We got,
Oh, I
oh
could not
man,
stand
Lawanda.
her.
So is Lawanda and Annie, Nurse Annie, are those the same people? Kay Bly? Did Nurse
No,
Annie did Flo bump her head and became a nice lady? Or is it two different people?
I'm gonna let her be two different people. I'm gonna let her be because you need to be a different person, a different kind of person to deal with Trixie.
Okay. Because she was a very gentle soul.
Yes.
So let me pull up my pictures. Uh, so when the movie starts out, we have Junior and Ben. They're traveling. We don't know where they're going, but they got their truck and they is packed the capacity, and they have a U-Haul in the back. They're out eating. They're enjoying themselves. They didn't got rid of Flo crazy ass, and then left the daddy, the granddaddy behind, and they just out enjoying themselves. They are just eating everything that they can eat. Every time they stop, they're eating something rather unhealthy. So much so they have to, drink Pepto Bismol straight out the bottle.
I was like, I don't
Um,
know how. I don't know how.
look,
I even
look.
like taking Pepto Bismol by the cap if I have to take it, but you want to drink this thing by the bottle.
Because they've been eating. They've been eating
They
ice
chugging
cream.
that.
They eating at Checkers. They was eating somewhere else. They ate like three places that was very greasy and heavy. Like they had nothing decent,
Yeah,
nothing
yeah, yeah.
light.
They was eating. They was. I'm looking at. I'm seeing Checkers. It looks like they got some
Hmm.
ice cream. It looked like they went to a hot dog spot, and it's
They
crazy looking
did.
at that Checkers,
Mm-hmm.
because Checkers still looks like that today,
And this was in
just like that
91,
today.
92, 91. Yeah, it still
Yeah,
looks like that today. Yep. And then we see Junior driving, y'all. The daddy over there sleeping, and Junior ass driving.
at
I
least he
said,
didn't
okay.
crash. At least he didn't crash. I mean, I
Well,
guess them
we
driving
know he
skills
could
got
get
better.
behind the wheel for the first one. Right. I'm gonna say.
Right. Yes. But they're traveling, they're talking, they're, having, father son bonding time on their travels. And I'm like, okay, maybe Junior finna turn a new, over a new leaf. He finna be a different person in their new city, new state, or whatever. And no, because soon as we get into, I forgot what they were, Mooresville, something like that. We see
Mortonville.
this, we see
Mortonville.
this
Mortville,
cute little girl
Mortville.
on her skates with her tights, her little skirt, her ponytail to the side, and her red balloon. Junior takes it upon himself with his slingshot and busts the girl balloon.
Hmm.
He gets immediately pissed off and he's sitting there smiling. I said, okay, all right. What are your thoughts on introduction of Trixie and then
We
Junior's
already knew
bad
we
end?
we I said at that point I said yep I said they about to bump heads. I said we when
Yep.
I first saw the movie I said this not gonna be the last we see of her. We gonna see her. I said it's a reason why they emphasize that because like
Mm-hmm.
Junior like really didn't do that immediately in the first one. They kind of like warmed up to it, but this was immediate. He said, "Oh, I see this girl with this on these skates and this red balloon. I'm gonna just go ahead and pop." I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of funny. It was kind of hilarious because Junior gets me because when he does that, he got that evil laugh, and that should be cracking me up.
Junior is a piece of work. What are your thoughts on the introduction of Trixie and the way Junior introduced himself?
Well, we already know she was gonna be a problem, and we know they was gonna bump heads. I mean, that face is said all. Like she wasn't to be messed with. So he like
Hmm.
duly noted. I got you.
Right.
Hmm.
So, Kay, talk about pulling up to the house. This nice house. I think is it colonial? I'm not sure. Nice, big white house with blue shutters that are all colors. But it's the 90s. So okay. And he, you know, ladies in the yard that dropped everything when they found out that he was single, and then the cherry pie, and all the dramatics of licking a finger, and then all them, talk about it. Kay.
Junior was happy about this house. And I don't blame him. This was a nice house, looked like a nice neighborhood. He said, we got all of this room and space. Junior was just ready to live his best family life with his dad. And then
Mhm.
you open the door and it's a line of thirsty hoes just waiting. Just waiting. Almost
That was
down the
more than a
block.
line. That was more than a line. I mean, they was down the block, around the
That's what
corner,
was down
and
the block.
and the crazy part about it is a lot of those women, they came out and they were unpresentable, but they ran in the house and fixed their makeup, fixed their hair, threw on a dress, and came out with them pies, and they was lined up and ready. These women, they were lined up because they had not seen a single man in that neighborhood in so long, and these were all single women that were desperate because,
And the
let's just put it
realtor
this way.
told them.
Mhm.
Yeah, like, and they found out this single man was coming in there. Oh, they was ready. They didn't care. I said Ben Healy had Riz before Riz was Riz.
He
Right.
didn't know he had
Okay.
all that reason. They came out there thirsty. They don't know this man from a can of paint. And they was ready and willing to take their chance and opportunity with him. I ain't lining up on nobody's door unless your name is Michael B. Jordan.
Right. They didn't even get a good look at him. They just know he's single.
That's all they know. That's
He
all.
could look like a
And
big toenail. I don't know. It's like they just say, I don't care. He's single.
not a
Okay.
toenail. Yeah,
I,
but they were so thirsty. That was like the Best Buy line back in the day when the TVs used to be, them big
and how did I
TVs
get
with
all
screens.
that stuff ready, y'all? How did I get all that stuff ready?
There was
Cakes,
a Black
pies,
Friday sale
chicken.
on a Bachelor.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was. And Junior closed the door in that lady face. I said, "That's what you get." I
Because
said,
they
"I
weren't
knew
Mm-hmm.
even
where that
trying to
going."
speak to him. They weren't even trying to get to know him. They was just like, move out of the way. I'm trying to holler at your dad. That's it.
Right.
and
Like they
that's
Yes.
the
didn't even give a
crazy
damn about him.
and that's the crazy part too, because it was one lady that came to the door when Junior had slammed the door in her face, but then when Ben put the pie down and opened the door again, that's when all the ladies was there. It's like they flocked over
Yes,
to that house.
they
I mean,
did.
Mm-hmm.
they came with pies, cakes, Jello. Some came with gifts. I'm like, y'all, the guy just moved in. He's in the process of moving in.
Yes. Would you like some cherry pie? I'm like, girl, stop. Ugh.
And it looked dry.
Oh, so next we have the new neighbor. I forgot his name, but he was glad to see another man in the neighborhood because I guess they don't have too many men. But he
They
is a
don't.
very
Evidently.
flamboyant, overzealous. He is a very much. He's a talkative person. I'm like, good lord. He's Italian, so he's that they do all that touchy feely stuff. As you can see, he got his hands all in being a stranger's face. Like, who does that? He invited him over for barbecue. Junior really didn't want to go because Junior was like, "We just got here. I want to be with my dad in our brand new house." Mo, talk about the introduction of the neighbor, his twins that talk at the same damn time, and how Junior was explosive.
Yeah, it's like everybody trying to get to know Ben. But his neighbor said he spent his whole paycheck on that grill, which is wild.
A month's
In
worth of pay.
91. That's crazy. And then these twin girls, I remember them from kindergarten cup. They
Yeah,
talk at the same time.
yeah.
Our mom said that our
That's
dad is
her
a real sex machine.
sex
Yes, that's
machine.
their family line.
Thank
I
you.
thought not these twins.
Yes,
But
yes,
yeah, I'm like, okay, y'all working. But
yes.
yeah, so And the way that the twin said it's a finder's fee or something, a $10 a move-in fee, like
Yeah.
you move to the neighborhood, like
Or you
it's a
can go.
finder's fee or something. I was like, what? And then he basically told his dad, like, I'm ready to go. They are dicks. And yeah. And the neighbor, he said something that Junior didn't like. And I forgot what he said, but yeah, he kicked up the propane tanks. And dude about to lit up the grill, and there he go into the pool. Blah bloom. He deserved it, so there's that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Tamika. Hey,
Hey,
Lemon
Tamika.
Kush.
What's going on, Tamika?
Thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate it. Yeah, House Party 3 would probably be the only one I would talk about. The other two I wouldn't. I liked them, but I wouldn't talk about. But 3, yes.
Oh, they having their own little conversation.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on?
Torian, did Torian
Mhm.
mention? Did you talk about the grill blowing the Junior turning up the propane and
Oh yeah, I already knew what was about to happen. The minute he went over there and turned that propane up, I said, "Yeah, it's about to be a wrap for this neighbor." Blew him all the way into the waiting pool.
okay? I said you spent a month's worth of pay on a damn grill, but you got a blow up pool. Oh, okay, all right. Priorities.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Is Sister Miss?
This part had me crying laughing.
It did. This
Right.
part
This
had me.
had me
This part had me
rolling.
laughing.
Go ahead, talk about it, Torian. Talk about Mr. Peabody.
Oh, so we got the return of Mr. Peabody. He's no longer working in social services. Now he's a principal at this school. He's thinking, oh, I got away from Junior, far away from that family. You know, like I'm in a new town and everything. And he's on the phone talking to somebody, talking to him all greasy. And then his assistant rings him and says that you got a new student. And he says, send the little sweetheart in. And the little sweetheart that walks in is Junior. And then that's what you get in that picture in the bottom. Ah!
And here go Junior teasing.
Big old smile. Like,
Did
oh.
you miss me?
But I'm trying to figure
That
out
part
why
is
Junior didn't want
hilarious.
to go to school though. Why Junior? Why Ben had to take the whole passenger seat out?
Because he, like he said, he didn't want to go to school, and that's the only way he
Right.
could get. That's the only way he could get Junior out of the car because he
I'm like,
wasn't moving.
Junior don't want to go to school. Junior don't want to cause chaos and confusion. With different people. I was
He don't
confused.
like people for real, for real.
I
That's
said,
what's
Yeah, he
in
really
there.
don't.
okay. I knew Gene was
And
going to, call Junior funny.
And
Oh
Peabody was
yeah.
and Peabody was like he was like sending he was like showing him his class schedule, and it showed that Junior was like in like the fourth or third grade or something like
Third.
that.
Right.
But
Mhm.
he
Third.
said, "Oh nah," he said, "This is a mistake. I can't have you here for 3 more years, so I'm skipping you all the way to the sixth grade, just so next year you'll be gone."
Right.
Mhm. He sure did. And I think I lost that slide. I think I
That
did.
was funny.
I think I lost that slide. No, is this it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is the next one. Hmm.
Junior gets caught up. Junior goes to class. He gets skipped all the way to the third grade because Mr. Peabody said hell to the
You
no.
mean
To the
sixth
no, no,
grade?
no.
He
I
got
mean,
skipped to the
sorry,
sixth
sixth
grade.
grade. And he gets in class, and of course, everybody's bigger than him because he's what third grade, what 8, 9, and then these are 11, 12 year olds. I forgot how old Booger Nose is because he's been in there since 1972. I don't know,
70. Right.
Yeah, that part was so funny.
but this
And
kid
still
was
can't
never
do
used
math.
correctly. Was this
Right.
Still
written
can't
bad?
do basic math.
He couldn't do 3 plus 2.
Oh,
I'm
God.
like, okay, he's sitting there digging up his nose, putting his feet up on the desk. I'm like, okay, talk to us about the sweated teacher.
At
What he had going on? He got a lot of rules
at
for his
this point,
classroom.
old boy just need to go ahead and get a GED. Just hang it up. Hang it up. Ain't no need of him still being there. Cause for what we're not learning anything. We're not learning anything. But I guess if we're gonna start the year off, I need y'all to know the rules. I need y'all to get to know me. I need y'all to know what's not allowed in my classroom. But see what he
Right.
did not know. And Junior said, what you gonna find out? Everybody gonna find out who I am, and y'all gonna find out real quick and fast. I don't care if it's a bully in here or not. I'm gonna need y'all to know me.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, because like Junior came into the Junior was like an immediate target for this bully immediately because I think Junior had like made him look dumb. But I mean, I don't know how much more dumb he could have made him look because he couldn't do basic math. I mean, like it would just is what it is. And he got upset by it, and he got up out of his chair and confronted Junior. He said something to Junior, and then he said, "Well, duh, you've been here since 1970." I said, that
Right.
made him crash out, and then Junior ran into the classroom, clapped the erasers together to get the dust in his eyes. Then he took all the scotch tape and
All the
taped this
tape,
big boy
yeah.
up to the chalkboard. I don't know how he was being able to be held up by all that scotch tape.
That was
Well,
too
you know,
funny.
the quality of tape back then was stronger than it is now.
Okay, right. It
Yeah,
had that
and
gorilla
and
glue face on it.
and listen, Junior had them kids so scared they ran up out of the school like it was a fire drill.
They
The
did,
teacher came. The teacher
Yeah.
came back and saw that boy taped all up over the chalkboard,
and
Hmm.
and Junior stayed in the classroom. They all ran out of the school. He's sitting there with his hands crossed, smiling.
na 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 na. I said, okay. Every time they play that song,
Now
some
that
shit
music,
just pop up.
he about to do something. He about to get
Right.
into something he ain't
I
got
said,
no
okay.
business doing.
And he's sitting in the desk like, la di dee, la di da. You know, the kids left the whole building. They ain't go to the gym or cafeteria. They left out of the school. They was like,
Yeah,
we had to go far away
We don't
from
want no parts.
He
school.
had to show him why he's in the sixth grade.
Exact, come on now. And Big Boy proceeds to see Junior talking to Ben, and he knocks the satellite off of the building, and of course it falls on Ben, and Ben ends up having to go to the nurse because he has a concussion, or if that's what he had, I don't know, and I don't think I have those pictures. I don't think I do. And I know we're out of order. Let's see, what is this? Okay, no. Okay, I'm out of order.
yeah,
Hold a minute. Hold a minute. Hold a minute.
you real far.
You really
You
out
at
of
the
order.
Woo!
You
end.
at the
You
What is
at
end
the
this?
now.
end of the movie.
Okay, here we go with this heifer. What's her name? Laurent. What is going on with
Lawanda.
her? She got this
Lawanda.
red Mercedes. LaWanda, how Junior said. She gets out her red Mercedes with her red and thigh high tights on. She. It looks like she walked into the bank. Maybe she owns the bank, and it looks like she took the lady's wallet out of her hand that was waiting in line. I'm like, did she take that lady's wallet out of her hand? Um,
I can't remember.
she like
To be honest. I remember her walking in. I can't remember.
she loves a man. She talk about all the men in the town where I took all the money, they wasn't worth a hill of beans, and she see Ben walking to the bank talking to the loan officer, and the loan officer was thirsty. I'm like, Ben don't look that good. He wasn't. It wasn't the Rock coming up in there,
Hey,
or
it must be slim pickings in that town, boy.
got to be, or they all look like the assistant or something. I don't know. Shout out to all the slump guys with glasses, but I don't know. But she was thirsty. She was like, I think he could be husband number 7. He looks like, he's like my usual type. And why all the men was Ben? Ben is he's in the
Right. That's all
military.
right. Y'all play too much.
He is, I don't know. What are y'all thoughts on LaWanda? Torian
We
came and
already
released.
knew. We already knew Lawanda was going to be a problem from the minute she opened her mouth. I said, "Yep, Junior." I said, "Junior gonna have a good time with her, and I'm gonna have a
Cause
good
she
time
already
watching
feel
him have a good
entitled.
time with her."
She already
Yeah,
walk in entitled, and she's rude. And
Very.
we see it's like she's like the devil in red. And she likes red. Everything is red.
Yes, he's definitely that. Tori, did you? I didn't hear you. If you, I don't know what I was doing.
no, I said that. I said that the minute we heard Lawanda's mouth, we already knew she was gonna be a problem.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then she had that Southern Belle accent.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she had on knee highs. Okay, what I said? Thigh highs. Yeah, she had on knee highs on.
House.
I did not notice all of the pictures was John Ritter.
Yes,
Cause
Yeah, I
that's
all of
noticed
them.
that
wild.
when they was flashing. I was like,
Yeah, all of them. Hey, what are your thoughts on LaWanda?
LaWanda ain't gave up on love yet. She's just determined to find the love of her life no matter what it takes. She gonna toss her little money around and find her a man the best way that she can. She ain't gave up yet because I would have gave up at least half of those two at least three of those ago. But she said she gonna keep going. She gonna get her man, and that's the last thing that she do. And she said I always do what I want.
But
And she
seven
says,
is a number of completion. So maybe seven gonna be complete. Seven is my favorite number,
so you
and
think that's the lucky number, seven, seven.
yeah. So seven is what it is
You
for
might be like, this
everybody.
might be the one that lasts.
Okay. Well, we have a guest that arrived, and it's EJ, the TV
Hey,
junkie. Hey,
Hey
EJ.
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 Hey y'all, hey y'all. I'm sorry, I fell asleep on y'all, but I'm here.
Oh, we know why
Okay.
you was asleep. 'Cause you be in the lab, so I understand.
Thank you, thank you. How are y'all today?
Um, all right, all right. What are your
Great.
thoughts
Great.
on Problem Child 2 versus the? Did you watch the first one?
Yeah, I seen them. I
Okay.
haven't seen them in a long time, and I didn't rewatch, so I'm just doing this off the dome. But I like both of them. I actually watched these like a lot of times. I used to watch them over and over again for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I did just used to watch them multiple times. But I like Problem Child 1, but Problem Child 2, when Trixie came along, was just better to me. I just like her.
Yeah,
She's a little
I
menace.
totally agree. Um, what are your thoughts on Trixie and the meeting of Trixie, all the women that came to see pull up on Ben when he and Junior pulled up at the house.
When they was trying to all when he was trying to find him a mate,
When
when
they
he
were
was
throwing
trying to
themselves at his feet like he was
okay,
using.
exactly, that they didn't know what the hell they was really asking for, that they probably should run because he's a menace. They didn't
Okay.
want none of that, none of
For
it.
real. What are your thoughts on Junior and the bully that
I
he
don't
taped
remember.
to the board?
Shoot, I don't know if I remember that part.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Junior got skipped 3 grades. EJ, what are your thoughts on Mr. Peabody skipping him 3 grades because from 3rd grade to the 6th grade because he didn't want to deal with him any longer than
That
he
was
had to.
smart and genius. Why not?
It's the
Get
way
rid
he
of.
screamed when
Only
he said
EJ would
though.
say that. Only
The way
EJ.
he screamed, that was.
The way he screamed.
Only
And he's
EJ.
screaming and yelling for his life, and Junior is standing there smiling like, "Yeah, I thought you was gone. Thought I was gone, didn't you? You can't get rid of
Right.
me."
Yeah, go. Listen, he
Yeah,
told Mr. Peabody to slam up. I know my pictures are out of order and we're going out of order, but it's okay. Da, 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 da. So Big Ben pulls up and he and Junior, wait a minute. No, that's not it. Okay, well, I'm gonna talk about what Junior did to everybody. Torian, you want to talk about any of these pictures?
Oh
Junior peeing in the
man.
lemonade. He knocked the granddad out the bed.
Which was not even lemonade. It
Right.
wasn't lemonade. It was far from it. Yeah, but the part at the top with Big Ben. Big Ben had to sleep in the room with Junior because it was a bunk bed, and then Junior pulled the cover, which made Big Ben fall off the top bunk and onto the floor and on his back. Like he woke because Big Ben was snoring. But first,
He put a
he put
sock
the
in there
sock
first.
in his mouth
He,
to keep
I
in
said, older man
the.
gonna die.
He put the
Older
sock
man
in
gonna
his
die.
mouth, and it popped right out of his mouth, and he said, "Okay, I'm gonna just pull this cover down," and he fell on his back, and then Junior pretended like he was asleep, but he wasn't. In the next picture, that's when Junior had electrocuted the lady. This is when the women were trying to come date him, but Junior was trying to stop them from dating because he didn't want anyone interfering between him and his dad. So he electrocuted her, and I thought it was funny because this woman stuffed her dress with them tissues, and he fried her so bad that the tissue strips was popping out the top of her dress.
Right.
Like, never mind. I never mind.
And then the one we talked about at the bottom, that wasn't lemonade, that was a bodily fluid. I'll just leave it like that. And then the
You're
one in the middle was with Lawanda because he switched out her chart with someone else who was getting a nose job, and then he gave her
Mm-hmm.
this. They thought she was getting this nose job, and she said, "I'm Pinocchio."
Remember he switched to blood
yes, gave the lady rabies, child.
rabies.
Rabies. Yeah, that's how she ended
Since
up in the hospital in the first
Yeah,
place because they thought she had rabies.
Yeah,
and
rabies
the
is
last
fun.
picture on the bottom right.
Which one was that one?
That's
With
the
the
Oh
baby.
yeah.
babysitter,
Oh
she
yeah.
done
When they
turned into
oh
a
the
oh
whole
the
babysitter
witch.
was getting
babysitter
the
the
cracking,
babysitter.
baby.
Oh yeah, and he hooked the video to a projector and put it onto the house, and everybody was watching it.
Yes. I
Mm-mm.
said,
Free
Junior, are
porn.
we doing porn out in the public?
But also there was another part that happened
The
in the same
babysitter
part
should
because
be doing that.
but also
Exactly.
it was another part too with the babysitter because remember Ben had went on a date, but Junior had called up the woman's ex-husband and told him that his dad was on a date with his ex-wife, and he went to the restaurant and hit Ben with the he hit him with something, and then when Ben hit him back, the ex-wife gonna turn around and hit him,
Yeah, she's like,
and
Call
you
him
then
a
bully.
bully.
I said,
he ended up driving his date and her ex-husband home while they in the back seat doing it,
And that's what they
doing
pulled
the
up to the
nasty.
house.
yes.
Yeah.
I said, okay, well, this is what we doing. Okay, all righty then. She, Junior gonna tell him, she's out with a man and and it's on at your expense. I say, were
Yeah.
you snitching? Okay, all right. EJ, what are your thoughts about Junior and his shenanigans? Few of the shenanigans that he pulled off.
Listen, Junior say he wanted to be him and his daddy, period. And I'm here for it. Way to go, Junior. I'm not mad at half the stuff Junior did. I mean, he did what he had to do in order to make sure that he got his quality time. All these heifers trying to pull up.
Exactly, exactly,
And
exactly.
little Mary Kate and Ashley was just rude as hell for no reason. Like
Right.
he
And they
didn't
don't
even
even
give
know
them
how to
a
spell
reason to act
lemonade.
like that. Just
Don't
they
know
Get
how
was
to
me
just
spell
out,
rude.
lemonade,
really.
child.
And that the daddy he so Junior wasn't finished with this man. He called him funny looking kid. You done blew his grill up, blew him up, and threw him in a little kiddie pool. And he peed in that jar. Junior, and the first thing he peed in the fire. I'm like, okay, Junior, you don't mind pulling your wang wang out and just do Junior don't mind pulling it out, baby. I said, okay, all right, Junior.
He don't
But
mind sharing his DNA with the world. I don't know.
okay. I said, damn, Junior. Okay. But what he did to Lawanda out, that was diabolical. That was on next level ish.
when
Well,
when
she
he
threatened him. She
she
threatened
did.
She
She
him.
did.
did. She
She did.
did.
But understand, you gave this lady a 5-inch nose.
No, what was
Like,
funny though was
Pinocchio.
when they had tied it to the bed because they thought she had rabies. He said, "Lawanda, I drew your picture. That picture was of a woman that was half beast, half woman. That was
Right.
supposed to be who she was because of the rabies."
Half animal, half woman. That's funny.
Junior is a piece of work. Junior so bad, he done sold the granddaddy clothes to the twins, to the Boxy twins for $10. He
Talking
said,
about
yeah,
wholesale.
we are wholesalers. And he said, yeah, I got a suit, just like I got a shirt like this, a suit like this. I paid $1,000 for it. He opened it. He said, oh, hell no, these are my clothes. Somebody tell me how Big Ben got up the tree. What did you
because when he tried to confront Junior, Junior had went and got the nunchucks and he was like pretending like he was going to hit it with the nunchucks,
Right.
and then
He got the
Big
belt.
Ben
Ben got the belt.
and Big Ben got the belt and he ran after him and he moved out the way and he fell out the window and landed in the
Window.
tree.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bronson.
Well, Big Ben is the opportunist because first of all, he don't even respect his own son like that, and he damn
Right.
sure don't like Junior. But he said, "You done moved into this nice house in this nice neighborhood. Let me see how I can come up off of your dime." No, Big Ben should have stayed his ass right where
And
he
he
was. I
watching
wouldn't even open a
boxing.
door for him.
He watching cable calls. The heck?
Back then it did anyway.
Exactly.
Right.
He just invited himself and he didn't call. He just
Exactly.
showed up. He just showed up.
And then this helper, Lawanda, she shows
Mm.
up, redecorate this man's house. She pull up with an entourage, decorations,
Clowns.
furniture, Like, what made you think this man needed your assistance, ma'am? Like, what?
Big
What?
Ben put her up to it. Look at him. You know he
No,
opportunist.
she pulled up with it.
I know,
He
but Big
allowed
Ben
it.
is encouraging it.
Yeah, he allowed it. He allowed it because Ben and Junior had just pulled off. And here she come rolling up. Y'all, them roaches make my they make
Yeah,
my flesh
yeah,
crawl.
and the worst, and
Ugh, that was
one
gross.
of Junior's worst nightmares was when he walked in his room and saw all them clowns, just like in the first movie. He said, "This woman
Mhm.
is busting my balls." When he
Yeah.
said
I had to put that
that,
up on the screen. I had to put it up. I said, okay,
Junior be
Junior, I'm
having
gonna
some
need you to
lines
handle
up in
this.
here.
Cause he just got rid of the Pennywise room, and then she brought it right on
Right.
back. I'd have been
He
pissed
just
off
been laughing
too.
on fire.
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh
he looked
God.
over and he devised the plan. He saw his little roach motel. Oh, I said, "What he about to do with them roaches?" And he
Mm.
he
Salad was
put all.
moving. Mm-mm.
Yep. He put all them roaches in the salad, and he was like, "Get Lawanda!"
Like attack. Hilarious.
And
Yeah.
he was
But
stomping roaches the whole time, and he had him a good old laugh. And then
he
when I
sure
did, who
did.
grabbed him to give him a whooping? Was that Big Ben or was that Ben? Because when they pulled the shot away from the window, somebody had snatched him up.
He was sitting there chilling. He was he was laughing. EJ, what are your thoughts on Junior in the Roach Motel in the salad?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Well,
Mm.
I don't agree with roaches in no salads. He went a little far with that one. That was nasty. But I mean, I'm gonna stand with Junior every single time because why? Why are we doing this? And I can't
Right.
stand Big Ben. He was doing too much for me too. And
Mhm.
Lawanda trifling ass, but because when y'all were talking about duty. But yeah, I mean the roaches were gross. I didn't like seeing them coming all out there. It was just nasty looking at it. But it was smart and it was, it
Mhm.
got the attention of everybody. It did what it was supposed to do.
Yes, and them on her back. Y'all just don't know.
Mm-mm.
I have
Yeah.
trypophobia, and that is making my flesh crawl. It didn't make my flesh crawl earlier because it was big, but now that it's small,
And you put
it
it
don't.
together, child.
I did, but it didn't look that nasty earlier. It did not. I wouldn't have put it up there if it did, but I did not know how nasty. And Kay know what I'm talking about because this is so disgusting. Ugh. It looked like something else, so I'm not going to even go there.
No, but what was
It looked
funny
like
though was when,
holes.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Just, don't look,
but
don't have our skin crawling over here now.
no,
I'm
but
already
when Big,
crawling.
no, what was funny though was when Big Ben was asking. He said, "What the hell is in the salad?" Because he was trying to eat, and his lettuce kept jumping. And
It's
she said, "It's
Right.
blue
tomatoes and
cheese."
rolling.
He said, "It's blue cheese."
I'm weak.
Oh, and then the thing is, the lettuce went all the way across from one end of the table to the next, and I'm like, y'all you see this lettuce moving? Okay, all right, this is
Okay.
moving. Okay,
She
all right.
said,
I love when Lawanda say she hate children. Listen, okay, 'cause she went mad. Junior's a professional cusser. He is, and he
Hmm.
was
mm-hmm.
cussing for real. this bitch is this woman is busting my balls.
My
He called her a
balls.
bitch one time too, didn't he? I
No,
think
Yep.
he
he
The
called
B
did.
word.
no,
No, he
no. I
called
think he called
Trixie a B.
Trixie a bitch.
But
Yeah.
Trixie
No,
cussed her
he
out. Trixie
called
was
Lawanda
cursing
one
too.
too when they was over there at the rock, the Heart Rock, and he
Okay,
Oh,
was
the
yeah.
the
Yeah, he
Love
Love Rock,
Rock.
and he
did.
was
He
just
The
like
did
Heart
at the
Love
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 Rock.
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 He
Don't let my
did. He
dad marry that
did.
bitch Lawanda.
I
Right.
said, oh
Yeah, you're
God.
Yeah,
right.
they let. I think they let Junior cuss a little bit more in this movie than
Yes.
they did in the first one.
Yes.
That's what I said. Oof.
But
Look
wait,
on
wait a minute,
Wanda.
hold up. But you know what, Trick? I mean, I said Trixie. I think we gotta also mention because I don't know if you have those pictures here, Candy, but with Trixie, because there's some stuff that we forgot to mention that Trixie did before we even
At
got here
school with the
at school.
holes.
The
Yeah,
water
and I
Yeah.
hose.
don't have them. I don't
Yeah,
have them.
when he was chasing Trixie, and Trixie came with that water that firefighter sized water hose and sprayed him down the hallway. She shot him through the door. She had that thing
Door.
up to the max.
Hmm. I had
That's
it,
when
but I wouldn't have it.
that's when he knew that he met his match. Was right
Yes, he
Right.
there.
did. But
But it
then
was
he would
also
ride it.
another. But it was also another part where, and this is the part where he called Trixie a B because he had chased her into the girls' room. He said the
Restroom.
bitch must die. He said, "What do you?" He said, He says you. He said you. She says I'm gonna get you something like that. And he said you. You and who else? She said me and my M80. This girl had a dynamite stick. I said that's
Yeah,
how I knew Trixie was different. They flushed that dynamite stick down the toilet,
it
and it traveled
ran.
all the way to the men's room. And then the teacher sat on the toilet and blew up on the toilet. He had to walk around with that big
Mr.
diaper.
Thorne, whatever his
Mr.
name is.
Thorne. He had to walk around with that big giant diaper on because he got blown up off of the toilet.
Yeah, yeah, Trixie. Ooh, yeah. She laid out what she can do. She displayed what she can do.
But yeah,
Yeah.
this part right here at the carnival was that. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The big diaper.
Yep. Uh, Yikes.
Trixie said, "I ain't your average child. You may be used to all these little amateurs out here, Junior, but you don't know me."
That part.
She told him that too. She said, "This is my town." She told him that.
Hmm.
Right. You on my turf.
But even like back at when he was at the carnival though, he messed that ride up. He had them throwing up everywhere.
He had
When he
Trixie
turned,
throwing up, and she up there on some platforms trying to get the height requirement to get on the ride.
yeah,